Hey guys, what is up? It is Tristan, and I have another review, but this is for Nightwing. I was a little apprehensive about this one because if you remember correctly, he got shot, sniper shot by KGBs, and I was not knowing what direction they were going to go, but I was really, really happy with the end result. I was actually going to do Witching Hour, but I don't read enough dark to really feel genuine about reviewing that, so. This was written by Benjamin Perry, and the art was by Travis Moore and Chris Mooneyham. I'm not quite sure how to say that. But the variant was done by John Boy Myers and the cover by Mike Perkins. First off, the art was really, really good. And the variant, I didn't care for the variant. I liked the original cover a lot better. It was just that side profile that looked really, really nice. So into the story, basically we open up and it's going through a couple different time frames. It when he was with Batman and then now. But first off, we see him in this coffee shop, and he's been gambling and not knowing who he is and not knowing anything about himself, and or at least very little about himself. And a robber comes in, and of course he ends up getting him by saying, "Oh, I've got all this money in my wallet, so why don't you check it out?" And then he just absolutely destroys him with a coffee mug, says goodbye, gives her this like huge tip, and that's it. And that was kind of the introduction. So then we get to see back when he's with Robin and he's being like his fun-loving self, picking a little bit at Batman and kind of having like a little banter back and forth, a little playful banter. And it's really well written. It really is. I guess I should have said a long time ago there's going to be spoilers, but I'll put it in the description. Anyways, then they go to this convention, it looks like, and everybody has their eyes sewn shut, and you don't know why, and there's this introduction of a character, and of course it's Scarecrow, and it's a really, really cool picture. It's really, really well drawn. It is very, very nice. So then it continues to go through this fight between them, and it's really almost to the point where he stops Batman because Batman is kind of doing to Scarecrow what Scarecrow does to these people, and he stops him and makes him realize that he's gone too far in this sense. And then Scarecrow just sees this really cool Robin, and it's really, really well drawn. My God, I have a stutter. So anyways, then we go to this bar scene, and we're back in now time. So he kind of is going through this I don't know who I am, and I really like, it seems a lot lately they've been focusing on mental health, and this is kind of like that. Kind of not, just because of the simple fact that it's more of a memory loss, but he's, trying to find who he is. So we get a little bit of that, and then a little bit of Scarecrow at Arkham doing this detox almost, where he's kind of coming back from being on the fear toxin. And then he gets this job as a cab driver, and I'm sorry if I'm jumping back and forth, but that is exactly how this comic is. It jumps from when he was Robin to post-shot. So then we jump right back into Scarecrow, who is just freaking out, just absolutely freaking out on this. And then he acts like he hangs himself, but instead of hanging himself, he pulls his like nasty tooth out and gives it to the guard that comes in who's trying to save him, and he's back. At this point, we go back to present day, where Nightwing has decided that he's just going to take up in somebody's house. He's going to just stay the night there, and then they think that they've been robbed, but he leaves them money. So he reimburses them for their stay. So I thought that was kind of cool, except for the fact that he went into somebody's house. But this is where we catch up with Babs, and he's calling her Barbara because he doesn't remember who she is or how he knows her, anything about his past. His memory is just completely gone. And she says, "Call me Babs." And he's like, "I don't even know you." And it's kind of a telling moment for Barbara, just because I think you can kind of see throughout this interaction and then the next one in the bar that she is in pain just from losing him. So we go to the bar, and he's drinking more and more, I mean, he's become this gambling, drinking, just a completely different person than he was before, and just basically is doing this because he just says it's my life. I'm going to do what I want to do. So we jump back again into when he was Robin, and it's continuing the storyline with when Scarecrow got out. So Scarecrow got out. Basically, he's come back for revenge. He comes back for Robin, and there's a little fight, and you can probably guess who won. So now we skip again back to present day, and we get a little conversation with Barbara, and it's just showing, the sadness, how she is upset about losing not losing him, but losing his personality, and everyone's there. Alfred's there, and so is Batman, and they say they're just going to have to move on without him. The next page kind of felt unnecessary. It's just about honking and patience and his job. I mean, it was really the only one like that felt this way, but then we move on to this murder that happens, and they said that he drowned in his bed, and it absolutely makes no sense, and that's kind of where that cliffhanger set off. So then we get to see Nightwing back looking at his costumes, trying to decide what he's going to do from this point on, and he says he should just light it up, and that's exactly what he does. And you get to see this really nice flame page with his night terrors, but it also teases that the next comic's he's going to get muscle memory back. So I'm curious to see what they're going to go with that, if they're going to do like the some sort of combat where he's able to quickly respond, or how that's going to work. But so now overall, I think this was really well done, and I think as Nightwing's been good. This whole arc's been really good, and I've enjoyed it. But this in particular felt well done because it kind of is like the finding himself from Batman separation that we're going to get, which we've gotten before. I'm not saying that we haven't, but it kind of feels like we're going to get like a true personality of Dick Grayson. Hopefully that he does stay in the Bat family, and which I think he will, there's a good chance he's just going to get his memory back and go back to normal. But I would like to see some changes come out of this. I don't necessarily want to see changes with him and Babs because I like that shipment, but I think that there would be something new that should come out of this. I just don't think it should go back to normal, and I'm afraid that's what's going to happen. So I guess we will see, but that is all I have. Let me know what you guys think. I will see you next time.